everybody! I'm here today to tell you how to tell if your fuel pump is bad. If you want to know if your fuel pump is going bad or if you suspect that it is on its way out, this is a video for you. I'm going to tell you about some warning signs and warning symptoms to look for. Number one is a whining noise from the fuel tank. You see, your fuel pump basically takes fuel from the fuel tank and then pumps it into the engine, which your engine then uses to combust and create that power, which you then use to drive the car. Now, if your fuel pump is going bad, it's going to start making some sounds, and the specific sound that a fuel pump makes is a whining noise. Not to be confused with the priming noise that you'll hear from the fuel pump if you turn your car into accessory mode, okay? The whining noise is specifically going to be sounding like it's coming from the fuel tank, so listen for it. Number two, difficulty starting the car. If you go to start your car and you have to crank it for a while, like okay? If it has to crank for a long while and it doesn't usually do that, that is a huge sign that potentially your fuel pump is going bad. There are many things that can cause that, but basically your car is not getting enough of something to start. It's not getting enough of a spark, it's not getting enough gas, or it's not getting enough air, okay? Or it's not producing enough compression. At the end of the day, it's most likely going to be the fuel pump, because that's the first thing that goes out of all those things. And that's the easiest thing that goes out of all those things, basically, okay? Number three, engine stalls at high temperatures. When your engine is at a high temperature, okay, when it's really hot outside and your engine is sort of even running warmer than usual, because let's say you've been driving it a little bit harder, your engine has to work a lot harder, okay, and it needs more fuel to work harder, and if it doesn't get that fuel from the fuel pump, it's going to stall. If you notice that your engine is stalling at high temperatures, it's a good sign that it could be your fuel pump. There could be other reasons why, but it definitely could very likely be your fuel pump. Number four, loss of power when the engine is under stress. So how do you figure out when an engine is under stress? If you're driving uphill, that's additional stress and strain on the engine, okay? So if you notice that when you're driving uphill, okay, you get a loss of power, well then definitely something to look into, because your fuel pump might not be able to send that additional fuel to the engine that it needs. When you're driving under stress, when not you being stressed out by your engine, when your engine is driving under engine stress, like an uphill drive, then essentially it needs more fuel. If it can't get that additional fuel, well then guess what? It's going to stall out on you. Number five, engine sputters, okay? If you notice that your engine is sputtering, like I said, it could be the spark, it could be the air, it could be the compression, or it could be the fuel. But most likely it's your fuel pump, okay? It's your fuel pump that it's likely gonna be, so look into it. And the key is, before I get to the last one, the key is to notice multiple symptoms together. And I'll get more to that in just a minute, so stay tuned till the end, okay? Number six, if you notice reduced gas mileage. If your fuel pump is not working properly, your car is going to burn fuel more inefficiently than ever before. So if your car burns fuel more inefficiently, you're going to get worse gas mileage, okay? Now the key is to look for multiple of these symptoms together, because if you just notice reduced gas mileage, it could be because you have something super heavy in the trunk, right? If you just notice that your engine is sputtering, it could be that your spark plug is not working properly. But if you notice a couple of these things happening together, then you want to look into your fuel pump, and you might not need a new fuel pump. It might just be a certain component of it, or it might be clogged by some chance. There's many things that can happen to it, but you got to look into the fuel pump to figure out what the problem is and get to the root of it. And that's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.